Wow, Nicki Minaj was not playing around when she performed at the VMA Awards. She took shots at Cardi B, at least that's what fans are speculating. She even seemingly pointed at Cardi B in the crowd and made it directly clear that she's talking to her. I'm going to go over some of the lyrics of the new track that she previewed at the VMA Awards. She didn't reveal the title of the track, but we're assuming it's titled Big Difference because that's what's on the hook. She said this is a new track off her new album, Pink Friday 2. The hook goes like this. Like my hunters blue, bad bitches, yeah, I keep them by the two. It's a big difference between me and you. I ain't nothing like you, you, and you. So while she's saying you, you, and you, when she's performing, she's pointing at individual people. I'm going to censor the B word, so I'm just say B's for all this, so my editor doesn't have to do a lot of censoring. She says this in the verse. I'm on a whole other level. These B's is out of the league. These B's ain't batting like me. These B's ain't better than me. These B's don't count, and these B's can't count. I'm not the 1, 2, or the 3. You B's look up to me. You said you look up to her, but really you look up to me. And then these are some of the bars that people couldn't decipher what she was saying during the performance. She said, I can't be playing for her, and then we don't know. I married a G. I got some that do what I say. If I tell them shoot, they pull up from the 3. When B's be rapping, it sound like you trying to me. I'm who they trying to be. Will somebody cop all these groupies a ticket? Because I'm who they trying to be. I'm in the city. I drop a location, and all the killers come out. They ain't been fronting for y'all, but they play the back when them shooters is out. When them killers is out, cut them off like scissors is out. When Barbie touched down, the baddest B's is out. That is some vicious, vicious verse right there. These are the lines that people are speculating are directly at Cardi B. She says this, you B's look up to me. You said you look up to her, but really you look up to me. What does she mean when she says this? What she's saying here is that some female rappers that came out, even including Cardi B, has said that they look up to Lil Kim and never really gave props to Nicki Minaj. And at some point, it doesn't really make sense that some of these women looked up to Lil Kim because they were really, really little when Lil Kim was popping, or they weren't even born yet. Naturally, you would think these women would look up to Nicki Minaj because she was the sole female rapper that was dominating for a long time. And Cardi B has said throughout the years that she's been inspired by Lil Kim and that she wants to do a song with Lil Kim and so on and so forth, just basically praising Lil Kim and said she's been inspired by Lil Kim, which could be true. That's no shots at Cardi B. That could actually be her inspiration, but there has to be some sort of inspiration from Nicki Minaj considering she was running the female rap game for quite some time. So these bars that Nicki Minaj is spitting is clearly an indication towards Cardi B that, hey, yeah, you might have looked up to Lil Kim, but you were looking up to me 100% because I was dominating when you weren't even in the rap game. And at the time of your peak age, I was doing everything that you probably wish you were doing. Regardless of what lyrics are going at who and if she's even directing shots at anybody, because I don't like the subliminals. I like the direct shots at people. I enjoy this track. The way it sounded in the performance sounded great, so I can't wait to actually hear it. Maybe the full thing has more direct shots at Cardi B or somebody or whoever else she has beef with, or, you know, just more subliminals. I, for one, would like to see Cardi B versus Nicki Minaj. I think that's needed for hip-hop, especially in the female world, because there hasn't really been a lot of females dominating at once like this. There's a lot of females right now doing their thing, and female rap is just thriving. I think having battles in female rap will make it even more exciting for everyone to get involved. More males will probably start listening to more female rappers as well, because hip-hop is a competition in itself. A lot of rappers have battled throughout the years, mainly males, but I would like to see that. I think it's important for hip-hop to have competition, have battles, as long as it doesn't get crazy and out of control to where, you know, people are getting hurt in real life. But the history between Cardi B and Nicki Minaj is very interesting. Initially, you know, people thought that Nicki was sending shots at Cardi B or Cardi B was sending shots at Nicki subliminally. Then on the Motorsport track, they were both featured on the track, and then Cardi B said that Nicki changed her verse, and in that verse, Cardi B somewhat felt like she got slighted and that Nicki was sending subliminal shots. Then in interviews, both of them would say, hey, we don't have beef with each other. We're not sending subliminal shots at each other. Then Nicki Minaj and Cardi B bumped into each other at the 2018 Met Gala. You know, they had a conversation. Apparently, it was just to clear up any rumors that if these two were actually going at each other, you know, this is the point to talk it out and see if the rumors are true. Then Nicki Minaj went on her Queen Bee radio show and said some things like, hey, Cardi B, stop being so sensitive to the criticism. You know, this is just what comes with it. Now everybody's going to like you. Cardi B did not take too well to that. And then eventually at the New York Fashion Week in 2018, They got into a scuffle. If you guys remember, like a shoe was thrown. It was crazy. So at that point, once that scuffle happened, it was clear that these two had issues with each other, and that, these subliminal quote unquote shots were actually direct shots at each other. And more has happened since then, subliminals here and there. I would personally like to go over the whole thing. So I'm going to probably do a documentary with Cardi B versus Nicki Minaj, what really happened, on my YouTube channel. So I'm going to definitely look into that and see. It might even drop this month. I don't know. But I definitely want to look into it, especially with this new track that came out. What do you guys think of the new track? Is it shots at Cardi B? Do you guys like the way the track sounds? Are you guys excited for Pink Friday 2? Whose team are you on? Cardi B, Nicki Minaj? Let us know in the comments below.